She was calling, so we're starting all over. Okay. Sorry, that was technical difficulty. This is Karen. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Do you think it's working? Maybe we should call Jessica and see if it's working. We're calling live.
Text her.
We're calling Jessica live. See if it's working. Calling my daughter just to double check at the same time. This is kind of cool.
Working, I'm on.
Okay, good. Bye.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, I'm Karen again. I'm with Plant-Based Nutrition Movement. I'm not sure if I said this and I didn't say it, but anyways, I am promoting, we're promoting antioxidants, loads of vegetables and fruits, and this is what you could do to maintain your immune system. So I don't know what you saw, what you didn't see with this whole chickpea salad. I mashed up some chickpeas. I saved the juice from it. We could use that later. It's very nutritious. And I chopped up celery, onions, what else? Celery, onions. What else did I do? Oh, pickles. And I used some Dijon mustard, salt and pepper. Honestly, anything goes. And a little bit higher. Do you see? Okay, then you can also add in for extra nutritional value, put in some red cabbage. Honestly, the more colors that you have, it's actually better. And I squeezed some fresh lemon in there as well. Okay, so I think that's good. I even let the more colors you have, the better. Are we putting it over here? Go back a little further, please, photographer. Okay, some carrots. Isn't that beautiful? A little, how about some lemon balsamic vinegar? We'll top that on there. And bon appetit. We have our chickpea salad. So that's number one thing that we're making. Oh, you know what else you could put on there? Photographer. Jeff, can you go back a little, please? Can we go back a little? Are you getting the whole thing? This is sauerkraut. I actually mixed in a turmeric sauerkraut. It's fermented, good for the gut. You could also sprinkle that on top as well. And if you want some more spices, this is some no salt seasoning that you could use. No, too late. Okay, so anyways, there it is. A beautiful, beautiful chickpea salad. You could eat any time of the day. And any other dressing, anything else you want to add, feel free. If you had some hummus, you could have added that on. Okay, moving along to our stir fry. Okay, so over here, I'm going to use my fava bean juice. And I am going to, you might be too close to me. Can you back up, mister? Okay, so I have, wow, that's not how I usually do it, but okay. I'm a little nervous here. Okay, so are we getting the whole thing? Me with the food? Okay, so we are going to stir fry some broccoli, some garlic that I chopped up, some ginger. Let's start with the garlic. Start with the garlic and ginger. How about some onions? We are just going to stir fry this. And again, everything you want to eat has lots of colors. You've got antioxidants, phytochemicals, all the things that are going to decrease inflammation in your body. Meat and dairy actually causes inflammation, so if you could just decrease the amount of times that you eat that and increase the times you eat more of these types of foods. Okay. All right, so I'm letting that go for a few minutes. Hold on. Try to speed this up in TV time. I wish I had somebody to interact with. Okay. While that's going, I don't know, it doesn't seem to cook as fast when you're on camera for some reason. Okay, so I have onions, ginger, and garlic in here. Smells amazing. You can put your spices in while it's cooking. This is some awesome spice. It's got seaweed, organic seaweed, sesame seeds, and sea salt. Feel free to throw that in while it's cooking. By the way, I'm not a certified chef. I just play one on TV, but hopefully you'll learn something anyway. They do cook a lot with this garlic powder. Why not? Garlic is so good. Plus, I'm not going to be outside with other people other than my husband, who's kind of used to this. Does that look delicious? Photographer, you could talk since I have nobody else to talk to. I'm going to put in some broccoli. And it may need a drop more of some, we don't need oil, because remember that just damages the endothelial lining of the arteries. So just to keep it moist, just a little bit of, where's that broth again? Did you see my broth? Here it is. Okay. And you could use this basic stir fry recipe for anything. You could put rice, brown rice preferably. Are you getting the whole thing? You could put it with brown rice or with noodles, which I'm going to be using today. I'm using this brown rice pasta. Again, there's only 2 ingredients, brown rice and water, that's it. So super easy. You could put this with quinoa or brown rice or pasta. It can be made in a variety of ways.
Yes, it's cooked broccoli.
Oh yes, this is cooked broccoli. Yeah, you can see the questions, good. So I'm cooking the broccoli, I'm basically steaming it. Is that the question?
Yeah.
Okay, good, I'm glad you're helping me out, photographer.
That's what I make this big money.
My husband is being the photographer. Can you go back? Is there any other questions that people have so far? Do you have any questions on the chickpea salad? That makes a great lunch. You could also throw the chickpea salad. Let's go, while that's cooking, let's go back over here. You could also make it into throw some more lettuce on it. I forgot.
Oh, where do you buy these products at?
Oh, okay. Which products?
All of the products.
Okay, so this is...
and those interesting spices. Where do you get this?
I'm going to show you. That's actually a good question. So
and what are you making anyway?
Okay, so I'm making a stir fry with the pasta. I made the brown rice pasta ahead of time, and I just threw the leftover chickpeas here. Not with plastic though. The leftover chickpeas here. And, oh, I forgot about the red peppers. I'll throw that. I diced up some peppers.
Oh, and when do you put the broccoli in, the uncooked broccoli, when do you put it in the pan?
You can put it right after you saute the onions and garlic. That's a good time. So it will steam in here. And honestly, it's any seasoning you want. So the seasoning I like, this is also good, Spike It Veggie. This is from Whole Foods. This spice is good too. This is a organic no salt seasoning. So I do add salt, but I try to minimize it and try to get the flavors in other ways. And if you like a little kick, just add some.
Aren't those amazing colors?
Great colors, yeah, beautiful colors. And you're getting all these wonderful antioxidants. Beautiful, isn't it? Can you get that, Doug? All the colors.
What's in the spigot?
What's in what spigot? What spigot?
It was one of the...
Oh, and that's hot water. That's going to be for our dessert, our surprise dessert.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's cooking. And I'm trying to think if the pot is getting quite... This is already cooked already, my pasta, but I think I'm going to do something different.
Okay. Oh, you want to open the pan so everyone can see it?
Yes, go ahead. Is that like beautiful? So I also like to add in some organic coconut aminos. This is at Trader Joe's. Sells it. You guys see that? Anybody asking anything? If you like it a little sweeter, feel free to add in some molasses for a little sweetness if you want. Sometimes I do that. I may actually try that. I saw that in a recipe, just to add a little bit of sweetness to it. Because of just a little bit. Some people like maple syrup, but whatever. I like to play around with my spices and flavorings. And as you're doing it, you're going to get more accustomed to it.
Talk about the protein. Is there any
Protein, the protein content, actually protein is in all vegetables and fruits. It's a big myth that you think that, let me turn this off for a minute, this one back here, the water, I'll tell you in about a minute. So it's a myth that,
There's
that
protein
people,
in that, though.
there's protein in this whole dish, there's protein. Everything is protein. I think we became obsessed with,
Well, there's a lot of protein in there.
yes, no, this isn't a good idea. My hired helper from
You know,
the class. Okay, so I made the pasta ahead of time. So you could throw that in there. It's a little sticky. Okay, I think that's okay. You could do it either way. Put it in a big bowl this way and whichever way you want. Again, you could add pasta, add more broth if you'd like. This is a good broth. Some low sodium.
So where is the protein, Kim? Tell
Protein is in everything. The pasta has protein, the vegetables have protein, the garbanzo beans have protein. You're not lacking protein. The interesting thing is that nobody's ever been hospitalized in the U.S. for protein deficiency. So we are not lacking protein. What we're lacking is vitamins.
Is this organic?
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. I try to do organic whenever possible. There's a list that Dr. Greger has for the Dirty Dozen. You can look that up. There's a Dirty Dozen. So that means those things you should absolutely try to get organic. And then other things that have a harder skin on it, you do not necessarily have to do organic. So this is a beautiful dish. You could add more pasta and more garbanzo beans as you go along and just spice it as you want it. Whatever things you like. Some people like the liquid aminos. I also sometimes add a little bit of that on for flavoring. Isn't that beautiful? Any questions on that so far? Okay. While it's cooking, while it's finishing up, it's practically done. We are going to make a dessert. Okay, maybe I'll put that over here. Okay, oops. Thing a bit jiggy. A dessert. Want to come over here, Jim? Okay, so this dish, we're gonna make stuffed dates. Okay? So what we do, we take the pit out of the dates. So maybe we'll make a few here. This is the dessert. Dates have a lot of different nutrients. So it's one of those sweet fruits that actually has a nutritional value to it. So I'll make a few here just so you can see how we do it.
These dates are the best.
These are Medjool Dates. I get it at Costco. This does not have to be organic. That's all they sell. So
Where's the recipe from again?
actually Annette Marsh. My
Oh,
friend
okay.
Annette Marsh actually came up with this recipe. So one day she brought it to school and I go, this is amazing. So you can stuff it with either peanut butter or almond butter. And so just a smidgen inside and then seal it. Not my photographer's falling asleep.
No, I just read Craig's quote.
What did he say?
It was funny.
Okay, we'll read quotes later, unless you have something important to say.
No, I don't. It's
Anybody?
Great. From Craig and Joel.
Okay, so glad they're enjoying it.
Yeah, they're enjoying it.
They probably want to come over here.
They
get
want to
the
come
dates.
over and taste
Okay.
it. Craig's
right.
looking forward to it. Joel's looking forward.
Okay, so I just made a few to start out. Now we're gonna take this unsweetened chocolate, any type of unsweetened chocolate. I'm gonna use, and it's 100% unsweetened. The sweetness is actually from the dates. Put it in here. This is like a double boiler. Walk with me over here. Over the hot water. The water's been boiling. Everybody was wondering what that was. So I'm setting it up over the hot water. Doesn't this look awesome? Come and look at this. Yum. Are you getting a close-up? Go on top. On top. Does this look amazing? Yum, yum, yum. So good. Let me taste it. I guess I should taste it. While that is, if you're looking over there, while my chocolate. Okay, let's see how this tastes. This is for tasting purposes only.
It's hot.
So good. So good. Maybe a little more salt and
Is
pepper
this
though.
your favorite dessert?
This is one of my favorites, just because it's nutritious and delicious. You only need a couple. Well, it's only, it's not that you need. You probably want more, but try to limit yourself to a couple. All right, I'm going to turn off this, and I'll add more pasta and beans to it later. Or honestly, you could use this. You could put this with anything. Any questions on this? Okay. So are you looking over here? This is my chocolate that I'm melting. You got to really watch it because it doesn't take that long to melt. Does everybody see the double boiler? And while this is cooking, here, when I come back over here, back a little further. Okay, while that's cooking, other desserts, you could take some frozen bananas, just peel it and leave the banana, wrap it up in plastic. I know I hate to use plastic, but put it in your freezer and then, it's making fun of me, then put it in the blender with a little bit of non-dairy milk, and you could add some peanut butter in there or cacao powder, and you need a high-powered blender, but that can make a great dessert as well.
And Sally brought up a good question. Why not melt the chocolate in the microwave, she said.
Oh, because that hardens. It doesn't. This is the best way to do it because I believe me, I've tried that. It does not. It hardens and it doesn't work right. It needs to stay liquid, and you have to use it quickly after it goes. Are you looking in here? We have a few more minutes, so we're gonna have to chat for a few more minutes. I didn't think this thing would go so long, but I think half of our. Yeah, so it's going. Do you see how the water's boiling underneath? Does everybody see it? You don't have to use this. I ordered this on Amazon, but you could just use a bigger stainless steel pot on top or a bowl. Any other stainless steel item can go right on top of the boiling water to melt your chocolate. And again, this is 100% chocolate. Can you bring this back to me? Back a little further, you're too close. Okay, so it's almost melted. Anybody have any other questions so far on the chickpea salad or the noodle or? Okay. Oh, no. This is almost done. Let's show them this because this is almost done.
Apple.
Does that look good? Okay, I think this is just a little more. Did we see that? People have any more questions here? Doing much better. I may have to hire my photographer at the rate I'm paying him.
I do weddings and bar mitzvahs.
All right. Okay, it's almost there.
Is that enough chocolate?
No.
Oh.
It's never enough chocolate. We never have enough chocolate. Yum, yum. Okay, come over here, people. Okay, we're over here. Now, we need a tongs. Showing it? Dip it in here. Dip your little concoction in the chocolate. See, it's still liquidy. Okay, don't want paper in there. Okay. Everybody see this? This is amazing. What, anybody?
Somebody said, would you please somehow post it, the recipes?
Yes, I will.
Do you ever use an Instant Pot?
Oh, I do. I use a pressure cooker. It's the same thing. It may take a little longer. Absolutely. I have lots of recipes for pressure cooker or Instant Pot, same
Karen
thing.
Panzer said she makes chocolate, bananas, and grapes.
Yep, same thing. Awesome. Okay, so I have leftover chocolate, but for the purposes here, then you could sprinkle some coconut. Does everybody see that?
For people who are just tuning in, you could share some these points with the dates.
some points about these. So dates have some nutritional value, unlike other sweeteners. So when you're done with this, you put it in the freezer, and this is what it looks like after the freezer, by maybe an hour or so, and then you can put it in your refrigerator after that. But it has to go in the freezer first, and look what it looks like. Oh my gosh, so good.
It is very good.
So good. And last but not least, hold on. Where's my candle? Hold on, people. One last thing. One last thing. So just entertainment, Jeff. Hold on, I'm coming back. Are you looking at? Here's the candle. Here's the candle. Hold on, Jeffrey. You see this?
Show the inside of the frozen date first. Let everybody see it.
Okay, go back further.
Okay.
Okay, so I lit up this as like are you going here? Go back a little further. This resembles a cake. It's a little date sweet. And I want to wish everybody health and happiness. And over the next happy birthday to Jackie Pinsky in Vernon Hills, my beautiful niece, and wish everybody health and happiness. Can end it. End it, push it.